By now, you'll have checked out the demonstrations and you'll have seen that my phrasing within the improvisations frequently uses chromatic leading notes before and in the middle of phrases. Up to now, I've tried to keep it to a minimum so as to avoid confusion, but chromatics are part of improvisation and even essential for giving richness and color to your playing. Now, I don't have any specific exercises for chromatics apart from this warm-up exercise, which I use from time to time. It's good for warming up. But what I do have to share with you are a number of musical phrases or licks that use chromatics extensively. They're based on different tonalities, which will help you move around the fingerboard. And as you'll see, chromatics are essential to musical phrasing. And after becoming used to using them, you will find yourself inventing your own phrases that will become part of your style. And here now are the chromatic phrases. I'm now going to improvise over a D minor blues, which incorporates various modes, Dorians, Mixolydians, and symmetrics. And the chord structure is the following. In the improvisation demonstrations, you will see how I employ chromatics in all musical situations, whether modal, symmetric, or otherwise. For your personal work, when you use the demonstration rhythm sections, try to introduce chromatics into all the things you've learned in this course so far. Never forget, though, that we want to improvise, and improvisation is essentially spontaneous. This means a lot of work on your part in order to make your knowledge and phrasing natural. There are other considerations I'd like to remind you of at this time, namely, to play as well as possible with the other musicians, which means listening closely to them. At the same time, listen to yourself, because if you find a musical idea or motive or riff, whatever, try to stay with it and develop it spontaneously. I know all of this is not easy, but in my opinion, musical improvisation is a way to one of the highest forms of music. And as a consequence, it is one of the most difficult achievements. On the other hand, it's also a way to real communion with people, and this kind of experience cannot be duplicated elsewhere. The important thing is to keep your ears, your mind, and your heart open, and go for what you hear when you improvise. When you do get an idea, develop it. And when you begin to play with the time, go for it. But don't lose the beat. Here are the two demonstrations.